Hi there, I'm Tori, Creative Manager for Premier Yarns, and today I'm here to introduce you to Retro Velvet Grand. Now this is a jumbo version of our bulky Retro Velvet. And normally when we release a new yarn, we have patterns and a photo shoot and load that all up on our website for you. But with the coronavirus, things are a little different than usual. So today I'm just going to be introducing you to this yarn because we're getting ready to put this up on the site. And I'm going to show you also a few techniques that work when you're working with a chenille yarn like this. Now you can see my poor ball is a little beat up. I've been swatching and playing with this for a couple months now, and it's so squishy and so fun to work with. And I've also got a swatch that I've done here in garter stitch, basically just knit every stitch, knit every row, and you can see just this plain stitch looks awesome. And I'm going to show you today a couple ways to join this yarn and also weave in the ends, because any chenille yarn, you can see it's a cord with all our little fuzzy pieces wound into it. So what you want to do when you are adding a new ball or ready to weave in the end is pull some of that fluff off. As you can see, I've already done that here. So I'll show you on this piece right here, because I'm gonna rejoin this. I cut it just to show you. So you see, you just pull off the fluff until you have enough of this cord exposed that you can comfortably tie a nice knot, and you're going to want to do a double knot on that. And I'll also show you another trick. So here we go. I've got a couple inches here and a couple inches there. So what I'll do is just take these and tie them together. And you want to kind of work it up so you get nice and close to where you have the fiber, and then tie again. So you can see we've got our knot there. I'm going to go one more time, and then once that's done, before I trim these ends, just for added security, this is fine for most purposes, but if you're a little worried about that, get some fray check. This is used, it's available at most craft stores online, and it's used mostly for sewing to prevent fraying, but it also works well on yarn ends. And the great thing about this, it is invisible, it's washable, and it's flexible. So it's not going to make anything overly stiff. You would just put a little tiny drop. You don't need a lot, just the tiniest little bit. You probably can't even see how much I put on there. It's so little. You just put that little drop directly on the knot. And what this is going to do is basically just lock that knot in for you. So you let that dry. It's really fast drying. It takes only about 30 seconds, depending on how much you used. Once it's dry, you cut these cords close to that knot. Get my scissors here. And then you can see you're ready to keep knitting or crocheting. And then I'm going to show you too, same thing if you were going to weave in your ends. I've started on this one, and this is just any plain end that you're not connecting to yarn. You just pull off your little fluff there. You've got the two cords. I like to split them and use them to tie the knot. So same thing, except we're not tying them together like we did on the last one. We're just doing a little double knot here. And I would do the same thing if I want that little added insurance. Just put a little tiny drop of fray check right on that knot. Then as soon as it's dry, trim up those ends, and then you're ready to weave this in just like you would any other yarn. So I hope you enjoyed today's look at our newest yarn, Retro Velvet Grand, and keep an eye out for our new creative community coming soon at premieryarns.com.